Okay. Hi there, my friends. Welcome back to my channel. This is Alisani Brazil, the flight attendant, or you can call me Allison. Either one is fine. And this is my second makeup tutorial video. I'm doing this red, orange, and purple eye. I'm gonna, start it with a completely clean face. And you're gonna see the graduation till I get to this point. I will apologize in advance. I am still a little bit puffy. As I said in my last video, I had to have gum surgery, and I don't have Novocaine or anything like that. I'm just swollen. I do have a bunch of stitches, so I'm sorry. But I still like the look, and I hope that you do too. The hair is a little dramatic, but I love it. I'm gonna talk a little bit more about flight attendant, just like little snippets, not as in depth as I did on the last video where I actually described how to actually enter into the industry, how to interview to be a flight attendant, what it's like to be a flight attendant. So if you haven't seen that video, I highly suggest you go see that video if you want to get into the airline industry. I also put makeup on too. I do a blue look. I love that look. I didn't even want to take it off. So thank you for joining me, and now let's get into the video. Okay. All right, y'all, it's Allison, the flight attendant here, and yesterday I did a blue look on my eyes as I talked about what it's like to be a flight attendant and how to become a flight attendant and some sample interview questions. So if you're interested into becoming a flight attendant or just working in the airline industry in general, I highly suggest you look up that video. And I'm also putting on my makeup as well. So today I am going to do a orange, red, and purple look. I'm going to try it out, and I hope you like it. So I already cleaned my face with this. I got this from Aldi's. It's called Foaming Gel Cleanser, and I love it. It's for all skin types, and it was really cheap. I think it was like $3 or $4 at Aldi's. So there's that. You just go into that aisle, you'll see it, because Aldi's, they're very, they don't have a lot of choices, which is actually nice, because sometimes a lot of choices can overwhelm you. All right, so let me get started here. I'm gonna start with my acne cream. Now this is a medicated acne cream. I don't know, the words have worn off, but it's a prescription. I got it through my doctor, because when we first started wearing the mask last year in 2020, this is 2021, we first started wearing it in 2020, I got really bad acne, so mask acne, and I literally looked like a 15-year-old. Like, my face had that bubbly, pimply look. It was gross, y'all. I'm in my 40s. I shouldn't be looking like that. Oh, also, you can notice my smile is a little bit better from yesterday. If you saw my video that I put out yesterday, you know that I just had gum surgery, and I'm still swollen, but the Novocaine, of course, has completely worn off, and even though I'm swollen, I can still kind of, you can see my smile still looks funny, but I feel much better than how I felt yesterday. All right, so I'm gonna start with this medicated acne cream. Basically, all it is it's acne cream with peroxide in it. So it's an antibacterial acne cream. I put it on twice a day. I put it on before I put on makeup, and I put it on before I go to sleep. And I put it in all the areas where I tend to break out. And since I've been wearing it, it cleared the acne pretty quickly, but also I haven't had too many problems since. So I do have a few spots right here, if you can see that, but Other than, that's very doable and nothing that makeup can't cover up. Okay, so after I put on that Medicated Acne Cream, I'm gonna use this primer. Now this is called Revlon Photo Ready. And I like this primer because it gives me like an airbrush look. Now I used to use the Benefits primer that you get, I used to it was like $30 and it worked really well. It was almost like spackle for your face, but it was $30. Whereas this is, I think, is even under $10. And I find that I get the same result. Actually, I may even get a better result. So y'all, I bought these head wraps a couple years ago, like in 2019. And since I cut, my husband shaved my hair is completely gray. And, well, it's gray, but there is, you can see some black hair in there. But my hair is really gray. You can tell right here how gray my hair was. And I used to get it dyed and straightened like every month, often. And the chemicals were just thinning my hair out. So in 2012, I decided to stop doing that to myself. And I started wearing wigs. But I didn't cut my hair. I was just braiding it. Y'all, I was never using my hair. Like, I literally was only wearing wigs. And my hair was just braided up under my wigs. It was really serving no purpose. So my husband said, Allison, why don't I just chop your hair off? Just shave it, like with his razors. And then, you don't have to worry about it. It's a lot less maintenance. So that's what I did. Well, when I bought these, I bought it in 2019. He chopped my hair off in 2020. So now, these don't look the same on me because I don't have any hair. And these were designed for to cover up actual hair. So I'm just looking a fool. But you know what? I still love this head wrap. I have a bunch of them. I think they're so pretty. So I'm just gonna go with it. Okay, so now what I'm gonna put all over my face, this is the Covergirl True Blend Mineral Powder. It's very similar to the Bare Minerals. I used to only use Bare Minerals. And Bare Minerals is not cheap, and it just isn't. So I was using Bare Minerals. Well, I ran out of my Bare Minerals. And I needed makeup real quick, so I went to the drugstore and I bought the Covergirl version of the Bare Minerals. Y'all, when I say I like it just the same, I don't notice a difference. There may be a difference, but if there is a difference, it's not enough for me to notice. Now, I'm a dark complexion, so I get the deep. It's the number 500, but you can just, you just match it up to your skin. This is the darkest product that I wear other than my contouring foundation. But I really like this. It's the Covergirl True Blend Minerals. You guys, I'm gonna try to get out of the habit of making that smacking sound. I noticed that on my last video, and I know that's probably annoying to you because when I was listening, it was annoying to me. So I'm gonna try to get out of that habit. So what I do is I just put it in the lid, and then I work out the lid, and I work with, I think this is called a kabuki. I bought this so long ago. What is this? Oh, it's the Nika K. I bought this just at a regular beauty supply store. But I'm just gonna put this all over my face. It's nice and dark, and gives me a nice base to work with, especially by the time I put on all my highlighters and stuff that makes me look like I'm glistening, bronzers. I need a nice dark base to work with. I hope you notice the light is a little bit better than it was yesterday. I didn't buy any light. I have a light coming in, but I'm using the same lights I used yesterday. The only difference is it's daylight outside. So, you know, yesterday I did this in the dark. Okay. Okay, yeah, that looks nice. I like it, and it's evened out my complexion. All right. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm going to use this concealer, and I just use it with my fingers. I'm sure it'll probably be better if I used it with some type of brush or actually a sponge. I'll use it with a sponge, but I apply it just with my fingers, just in the places you will apply concealer. Now, I put it under my eye because under the eyes tend to get puffy, at least mine do. And also I don't want to do too much. Sometimes I do a little too much, and it's really unnecessary. I'm just wasting product. Oh, this is, what is this? What brand is this? Oh, Maybelline. So this is the Maybelline Fit Me. And it's just liquid concealer, or liquid foundation, but I just use it as a concealer. It has sunscreen in it. The sunscreen is SPF, I can't read that. I think it says SPF 18. Yeah, I haven't used sunscreen a day in my life, so I don't know if that's high or low or what. I probably should use sunscreen. Actually, technically, I'm using it now. So, let me do this. Let me kind of match it up. Oh, y'all, I just did that smacking thing. Sorry. So today, I'm on some strong painkillers. So today, it's hard for me to take a nap, but on these painkillers, it's not. I took a really good nap today. I can only eat soft food, so I had oatmeal, and then I had some, let me see, do I wanna, yeah, let's do this. Just to get it a little bit even. There you go. I call these like little angel wings, because that's what they look like to me. There. Kind of, oh, I did it again, y'all. I swear, I'm really trying to break that habit. At least I'm aware of it. That's it's part of the battle, self-awareness. Okay, so I'm trying not to get it on all the dark foundation that I put on, because I want to keep the actual shape with that dark foundation, because I just like the color. I like looking dark like that. I feel like it's a beautiful tone. So I don't want to cover that up. But I do want to add, like, this is sort of like a highlighting. Like, if you can imagine, sorry about that. If you can imagine, like, light on your face, like the parts that light will hit it, that's what I'm trying to go for with this, without taking away from the beautiful dark tone. If you're a very light complexion, you know, you want that darkness, not as dark, you don't get as dark as mine, but you know, you want something, like you might want that tan look. But if you don't want that tan look and you want to go for like a more ethereal look, just stick with light foundations. That's it. It's really that easy. Okay, so I think I got the complexion or the look that I want where I can still see the darkness. Let me go over it one more time just to make sure. So I'm going back over it with my dark, just down in here. And leave my chin alone. I'm just gonna go down in here and up, like up in here. There we go. So you can kind of see the look. Okay. All right, so what am I gonna do now? I'm gonna work on my eyes now, and then I'm gonna go back to the face. Okay, so I have this eye primer that I like to use, and it's actually by Wet n Wild. It's called Photo Focus, and it's an eyeshadow primer. Okay, I just like to use it. I put my eyeshadow base. My hands are. I should have brought some wet wipes, but that's okay. So I just, coat the whole eye. Now, some people like to do their eyes before they put on their face makeup, and sometimes I like to actually do that too, but typically I do my eyes after I put my foundation on, just because I can always go back and fix the parts that need fixing, like if it spills over. But there's no right or wrong way. If you do it first or if you do it next, it's all good, as long as you like the outcome. And remember, I'm not a professional makeup artist. I'm just a person who likes makeup, watched a lot of tutorials, figured out what worked well for me, and I'm just going with that. You might look at me and say, Allison, it doesn't work well for you. And I'll say, all right, that's your opinion. I get really good makeup tips from, okay, so the way I got into, I've always been into makeup. I used to sneak and wear makeup when I was like 12. Let me tell you what I'm using now. So this is called an eyeshadow base. It's by NYX. And see, it's just called, can you see that? Let me see. Anyhow, it's hard to see, but it's just called eyeshadow base. The one I'm using is by NYX. But there are other brands out there. I try to use, as long as it's a good product and it does what I want it to do, I use whatever is going to save me the most money, because Mama likes to save money. Mama also likes to buy a lot of makeup, so I need to save money. There's some things where I'll get like higher end things, like I'll buy like MAC, I'll buy MAC's lipstick. I have their what's it called, setting spray, and their setting foundation. But for the most part, I just like regular drugstore brands, or brands I can just easily get off of Amazon for inexpensive. And that works for me. So far, I haven't lost an eye or grown a third limb, so I guess we're doing okay. But basically, you want to, when you use the eyeshadow base, I just coat the entire eye, mainly because I use up the whole space. This flat brush that I'm using, can you see that? Yeah. So this is just a flat brush that I'm using, and it really applies the base very nicely. And I only use this brush for what I'm doing right now, which is the eyeshadow base. Okay, so I started wearing makeup. I started sneaking when I was like 11. That was back in the 80s. And the way I was doing that was my friends. I had one of my best friends lived down the street from me, had all this makeup, and before we went to school, I would go to her house and we would put on the purple mascara, the blue eyeliner. Y'all, we were looking a hot mess, but we thought we were fine and cute. You couldn't tell us anything. And, you know, that was how it started. When I was 13, for my birthday, my mom bought me some makeup, and that was how I was allowed to wear makeup. And I've been wearing makeup ever since. Now, what got me into doing all this applying of the makeup was by accident. I found Bailey Sarian. So Bailey Sarian is Sarian, and what got me hooked was not the makeup. So she has a series where she does murder, mystery, and makeup Monday, and that was how I got into it. And what hooked me was listening to her tell the true crime story. But watching her apply her makeup also kept me interested, because when I went to just watch other people that just did true crime, I'm like, I was interested for a bit, but it didn't really keep me. And then when I was just looking at people just doing makeup, it was the same result. I was interested for a minute, but it didn't keep it. So the combination of the makeup and the murder and mystery, it was just like the perfect combination for me. So I have been watching her for months. And then that segued me into finding two other ladies. One is Brittany Vaughn, who I love, and the other is what's her name? Danielle Kirsty. She's in the UK, and I really love her too. She really, like, her eye work is just on point. So between the three of them, I'm just like a hook. I mean, I wasn't even watching TV. I was just watching them on YouTube. And then I started practicing my own, just following, you know, the combination of all of their techniques. And it's not completely how they do it, but I just found something that worked for me. And I actually like the way it turns out. So that was pretty much what got me into this type of going all crazy with the makeup. So there you have it. So I encourage you to check out Bailey Sarian, Brittany Vaughn, and Danielle Kirsty. I do not believe you will be disappointed. Okay, so now back to the makeup. Okay, so I'm going to do a combination of reds, oranges, and purples. Now it might not sound like it's going to be a great idea right now, but I'm going to blend them. So I am going to start, what do I want to start with? I'm going to start with this palette right here. It's the same palette that I used yesterday. It's called Revolution. And I just got it from Target. It wasn't expensive. So this one is called Revolution Reloaded, and the palette is Euphoria. And let's start working. I'm gonna start with this red right here. Can you see that? Yeah. So I'm gonna start with the red, and then I'm gonna go into the orange. Y'all, makeup to me never looked so good until I started using the eyeshadow base. It's just, so what I used to do when I would apply eyeshadow was I would just wet my brush. And wetting the brush actually seemed to get the job done. I learned that from going to a Mary Kay party, and that was what I learned. This was back in the 90s about wetting the brush. So this is in lieu of wetting the brush, but even though, of course, water is cheaper then this base, I feel like the base is worth it because it just overall does a better job. And hear me out here, you can also still wet your brush over your base and then just see what happens. So, but I don't wet my brush anymore when I'm doing this. I just use the base, and I like how it turns out. I really like when I blend my makeup. So I'm just improvising right here. I have not done this, so I'm just gonna see how this turns out. The nice thing about makeup is if you don't like it, just wipe it off and start again. It's only makeup. Just make sure I'm getting it really good in the crease here. Okay, so this is a nice little base for me to start out with. It's looking pretty solid. Okay. Let me put a little orange in here and see what happens. Just a little bit. I like things to look blended, but I also like to see the individual colors stand out. Oh, I like this orange. It's kind of popped it a little bit. And it's gonna, right now I'm looking kind of clownish, but it's gonna all come together. It always does. It's actually kind of looking, yeah. Okay, so I like how that's looking. So that's a nice little bottom coat. So I'm gonna put this. So this is, what is this? Why can't I see? DUM, that's right. So I bought a packet of liquid eyeliners, or eyeshadows, I mean, off of Amazon. And it's literally just called DUM. And it has this, it was like, I think it's like 6 colors in the box. It has this purple in it. It has some gold in it. I also bought another set by a company called You Can Be. So it's all one word. Can you see that? Like you can be. So you can be. I like that. It's like a positive, open-ended thing, right? You can be glamorous. You can be kind. You can be whatever you want to be. You can be beautiful. So I really like that. So I'm just going to put this in the middle, because I'm going to use all 3 of the colors that I brought out. This is actually, oh, you know what? I know why it's darker, because I'm putting it directly over the purple. That's okay. Probably should have. Or that's not purple, that's red and orange, although it's looking real purple, but that's okay. I like this color. I really am a fan of orange. For me, it does nice things to my complexion. Okay, put on this side, and I could have, if I wanted to, just put on some concealer to lighten this part of my eye, but it's okay. I kind of like it like this, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this light color by You Can Be, and again, I got off on Amazon. It was not expensive, and I'm just going to put this right here in the corners. Here we go. So, I am a Libra, and getting involved in this type of makeup is like a Libra's dream, because we Libras, especially the females, I don't know about the men so much, but Libra females, we tend to be vain, y'all, unapologetically so. we tend to be vain. So of all the hobbies I found, putting on makeup, that's like the perfect thing for a Libra with our vain selves. Oh, don't give me no shade, because I know y'all got y'all thing too. Everybody do. There we go. Okay, it's getting there. So now, my favorite part is I'm gonna wing this out. So I'm gonna use this purple. Oh, y'all, this is so pretty. And this one is from the, what did I say the company was called again? DNM. So this is from the DNM. We're gonna put this right back here, and I'm gonna wing this out. Okay. Oh, this purple is so pretty. God, it's like grapes. It's like you're wearing grapes on your face. Who the hell wants to wear grapes on their face? I do, that's who. 'Cause it's just so pretty. And I'm gonna blend it, so it's gonna come together, you know, it's not gonna be like this drastic. The blending part is where you really take your art, you know, where you can really be artistic. Well, the whole thing is actually artistic, really. But, oh shit, what am I doing? Wait, what did I just do? But when you wing it out, or blend it, I mean, that's when you really like, look, I'm in control. I control the makeup. The makeup does not control me. Okay, yeah, so I'm gonna have to, yeah, so, okay, let me blend this out here. Make it a little bit more. I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna use this. So this is a Maybelline Soda Pop palette. This one is really pretty. I really like this palette. Okay, let me use this right here because it's kind of going with what I already had going on. I don't want to take away from what I already had. That will defeat the purpose. So I'm just gonna just do it just a little bit. Okay, and then let me go back over it with the colors I was already using. Going back to the Revolution. And let me go with the orange. Let me put a little bit to here. Got it. Okay. So now, let me put something up in here, a little like a bronzy type color. So this is the Little Black Book. I've had this for years. I mean, when I say years, I mean like at least 5 years. and you can see how old it is, but this is a great, great, great blending palette. And I like to use it up here underneath my, wait, what color did I just use? Okay, well, I don't know, I'll just use this one. I like to use it under here, right under my brow line. It's just what I like to do. Let's see. Because I feel like it kind of brings it all together. Let me do a little something. I'm gonna use this little grape color where I put my purple liquid just to kind of brighten it a little bit. Here we go. And plus I don't want any sharp lines. There we go. Okay, that's actually really pretty. Here you go. Ooh, I like how that looks. Okay. Let me use a little bit more of this. There we go. Yeah, this is blending. Wait, what color did I just use? Did I use red or purple? Well, I guess I'm about to find out. Yeah. Use red. Okay, cool. Here. Sometimes when I get to blending, there's no end. Okay, this is really coming along, even though it's pretty much, I've gone away from the original intent, but I have to say that almost always happens, because that's just how it is. You can see my smile is still a little off. Okay, where is this? Okay. Someone at the door scared the heck out of me. I'm not gonna answer it. It ain't important. If I'm not expecting you, it's not important. Okay, so let me make, no, I'm not gonna do it with this one. I'm gonna do it with a dark one. Okay, so I'm using the Fit Me, what's it called? It's called the Maybelline Fit Me. This is what I use for contouring. I'm gonna use it to give myself a little straight line right there. I'm gonna use this all fine to just sort of clean it up. I can go over it with powder to blend it in, but I just feel like it needs some cleaning. It does over the top too, but when I do my brows, that'll kind of fix that. So basically, this is exactly, like, there's no difference between this. This I use for concealer, this I use for contouring. It's the Maybelline Fit Me. One is just dark, one is just light, that's it. basically I'm just trying to follow my bottom lash line. And then I can use a little bit of powder to sort of even it out. So I'll use my MAC. This is called MAC Fix. And let's see, I'll just use it with this powder. This is a setting and concealer. So this sets the makeup and it conceals. I do like MAC products, I have to say. I love their lipsticks. Their lipsticks are on point. But I don't wear everything because they are pricey. They're not cheap. And although I don't like cheap, I do like inexpensive. And that's where things like e.l.f., Maybelline, Covergirl comes in. I feel like, for me, they're good quality. Okay. You know, I love this look. I feel like I'm going to Carnival or something. Something got into my eye. Okay. So, okay, we got that. I love this. It's a regular, like, loose brush. Okay. So now what are we gonna do? Now I think I'm gonna do my lashes. Some people actually do their lashes first. I don't. You know, you gotta do what works for you. But for me, I like to do my eyeshadow first because I feel like my eyeshadow, I always make a mess. Oh, before I do that, let me clean out this. Where did it go? Let me clean this part too because I want it to be kind of contoured. My face is so puffy. I had surgery yesterday. Okay. There we go. Okay. Use a little bit much, but that's okay. Once again, it's just makeup. Mess up, just do it again. Let me get my jawbone and my jawline. Kind of contour it here. There we go. There we go. Okay. And if I mess up, look like Rudolph. I get it? Okay. Here's my little handy dandy sponge. I love my sponge. I gotta wash this sponge. This sponge is like, Mama, how many times you gonna use me before cleaning me? I'm like, when I stop being lazy. All right. See, I feel like I did one side better than the other. Maybe it's because the light, I can see better on this side than on this side. I'm trying how to, let me see here. Yeah, I'm gonna fix that Rudolph look. Yeah, that's okay, I got something for it. I'll fix it. Okay. Okay. So, what I'm going to do is use this. This is a illuminator. They call it a strobing stick, but basically it's a highlighter is what it is. It's by Maybelline. I love Maybelline. It's by Maybelline. So I'm going to sort of do the highlighting just to help even out the. No, I already kind of did it earlier today. See, a lot of the stuff I do, I feel like I'm like going over what I just went over. But, okay, so let me make a little, there we go. There should be a line. What? This is really soft. Back into there. So basically, you want, this kind of has like some type of iridescence to it, so that when the light hits it, it looks just like that. It just looks like you're being hit by light. So therefore, it performs a little bit differently from a concealer. I'm gonna see what happens if I just brush it out. Oh, that one's not good enough. I'll brush it out with this instead of sponge it out, because sometimes the sponge absorbs. I don't necessarily want it to absorb it. So, there we go. Yeah, see, I don't want it to absorb. I want it to more like blend. So, I think that did what I wanted it to do. Okay. Okay. That worked for me. Okay, so before I do my bronzer, okay, yeah. So it's gonna come together. When I put the bronzer on, it'll come together. Okay, so I got my spoolie. And so now I'm about to use, this is called the Maybelline. I use a lot of Maybelline. As you can see, there's a theme in what I'm using. And the main theme is the price. See, I'm one of them customers that I'm not gonna be loyal, because if something goes on sale that's cheaper than what you have that I've been buying and it works good, I'm gonna go to that. So I'm not bragging about that. I'm just saying that's the type of customer I am. So ain't nobody gonna, no company's gonna try to chase me down to be their company, because as soon as something comes along cheaper, that works, that's where I'm going. So this is for my brows. It's just like a pomade. It's or like a wax or something, but I like it. Now, yesterday I put it on and you saw I said that it's a little lighter than what I was hoping it was going to be, but I actually like it lighter because I have a darker one. I can't remember the brand, but it goes on directly with the spoolie. It's really dark where sometimes I put a little bit of a lighter powder in it to lighten it up anyways. So this is actually perfect. And in fact, I think I'm going to start using this from now on because I really like it. So while we're on the topic, different airlines are hiring right now. And on my last video, I talked about how to get into the airline industry, how to become a flight attendant, how to interview. I spoke a little bit about what it's like to be a flight attendant. So if you're interested, I highly encourage you to check that video out because it's really good content in there. Plus I'm doing my makeup. But being a flight attendant can be a very lucrative career if you're with a good company. I'm happy with how much I make, and I'm not even on the top of the pay scale yet. I'll be on the top of the pay scale in about 6 years because we step up every year to a certain point. But the job is actually really fun. Right now we are experiencing some challenges because of these masks. And also people, I think, have just gone nuts, including myself. But, okay. Oh man, I really like these colors. Okay, so now I'm gonna, this might be counterintuitive, like, Allison, why are you doing this again? But I'm gonna do this one more time. But instead of like blending it in, I'm just gonna put the bronzer right over it. And I'm gonna see what happens. I do want that nice, glistening look. Let me just sort of blend that in a little bit. Okay. So I'm gonna put the bronzer on with this loose brush. Oh, and this is Wet n Wild Color Icon bronzer. Okay, ouch. My face is really puffy still from the surgery. here. I just like to dust it a little bit. Sometimes I do it heavier, but with everything else that I got going on, you don't have to do it too heavy. Hey. I have that look I like. Looking like angels just kissed me and said, now you an angel. I'll take it. Okay, so now, okay, y'all, this is funny. So in 2004, I went to a Mary Kay party and I bought this color blush. It's called Brick. And I love it. I mean, I just absolutely love it. It lasts forever. So they eventually discontinued it. I think in 2010, they discontinued this whole type of set and went to a smaller blush and eyeshadow set. Now, I only used the blush. I never got any of the eyeshadows. As soon as I found out they discontinued it, I went to eBay. I bought like 10 of them. I'm still working off those 10. I love this color blush. And I still have more in my jewelry box. So when I run out of this, I have like four or five more. But it started in 2004. And I think it was new in 2004. Like it was a new color. But I could be mistaken. But it's so dark and rich, and I like it because look, it almost works like a contour, like I'm wearing a contour. Let me blend it in a little bit more. There we go. So I don't have to see any sharp lines, but I absolutely love it. And it's the only blush I ever used. I did for a while wear this one that was almost like a fuchsia color, but I went back to my good old Brick. Telling you what, when something works, it works. All right, so now I'm going to do my my eyeliners, or my eyelashes. Y'all, if y'all could see what I'm working with right now, I have stuff all over the place. But that's all right. So I'm just gonna wear my everyday eyelashes that I always use, but I'm gonna do something a little bit different. Let me see, what do I wanna do? So I have these pieces. So this is what I usually use. And it doesn't cover my whole lash lid, which for me, I don't mind because I have almond shaped eyes that sort of go out this way. So I sort of like to accentuate that thing. But sometimes it is nice to be able to, let me see what I'm gonna do. Oh, perfect. Okay. No, that's wrong. To have a fuller lash line. So that's what I'm gonna do. So basically each lid is gonna have two pieces. I'm gonna hope that they're not too long, but we'll see. So I wear as I explained yesterday, I wear the magnetic lashes because I was wearing the semi-permanent lashes, you know, the little clusters that you put on individually, and you wear the semi-permanent eyelash glue. It was just taking out my eyelashes. So my eyelashes used to be thick and curly. Not anymore. I'm still trying to grow them out, and it's been years. But last year I discovered the magnetic lashes. Now, I tried to do the magnetic lashes that sort of sandwich together. That didn't work for me because I didn't have enough lashes, because my lashes are pretty much gone. But I did discover this, the eyelash, the magnetic eyeliner, and that just sort of changed it for me, and it works. Oops, what happened? Oh, one of my lights just like spontaneously went off. It must have a timer, but because it's daylight, it's okay. Now I use 2 coats because the one coat, using one coat, I don't get a good stick, like a good adhesion. If you have a sensitive eye, I would test this out first. Make sure it doesn't irritate your eye. It doesn't irritate mine. And also check whatever brand you're using, because it could be the brand if your eye is being irritated. But it does give a super hold when you use 2 lashes, and I put it on both my lid and my eyelashes. I'm surprised they don't have magnetic mascara, because it's pretty much what I'm doing is using this as if it was a mascara. Ooh, honey, I love how this is looking. Let me wing this out a little bit. I'm not gonna do it too much because I don't want to take away from the purple. The grape color. It actually is called Grape Pop, because remember, this is called Soda Pop. So each color is like a different soda. Plus the pretty liquid purple underneath that I love. I think it's so beautiful. All right. I think I'm done for the first coat on that side. Oh, you know what? I must need another battery. That's why this keeps coming off. Well, it's okay. It doesn't seem to be causing that much of a problem, so maybe I don't need it. Yeah, the battery died. Well, there you have it. That's why it's nice to have things that you can charge up. Well, I'm putting this on if you would like. If you like my channel, if you would like to subscribe and give my video a thumbs up, and also hit the notification bell, I would greatly appreciate it. It would help my video, especially as I'm starting out. So maybe this would be a good time to do that if you would like to. Oh, let me tell you the brand that I use for the magnetic eyeliner and the magnetic lashes. This is called oh no, this is a different one. This is called Amamba. That's what this one is. The one that I usually wear is called RE Shine. It's actually in the same color that this is. You know what I think? Because they all look similar. I think they're all from the same manufacturer, and they just put different names on it. That's what I honestly think. Yeah, so Okay, let me just wing it out a little bit. And sometimes I do a more dramatic wing, but I really just don't want to cover up this purple because I think it's so pretty. So I'm just sticking to a more subtle wing. So when you wing it out, you just follow your bottom lash line, the direction that it's going. So you don't go straight, you don't go too high. You just follow your bottom lash line. And that gives the most natural look. Okay. There we go. Or I should say most pleasing look, I should say. I mean, it ain't natural because, you know, no one naturally has black paint on their face like that. This is starting to gum up, so eventually I'm gonna have to start using another one pretty soon. Uh-oh. What? Okay, so let me let it dry a little bit. Then I'll come right back. Where's my little clicker? All right, so I let it dry, and now I'm gonna put the next layer on. The next layer that won't take as long because I don't want it completely dry. Just dry enough, but I want it kind of gummy because I noticed that the eyelashes stick a little bit better when they're not completely dry. Okay, going in. Now, if I was going to work, like, you know, like starting my day for flying, I couldn't do all this. You see how long this is taking? It would literally take me an hour and a half to 2 hours. Actually, more like an hour and a half. The reason why it would, right now, it's taking longer because I'm also talking through it. But it would literally take me an hour and a half to get ready for work, and I don't got time for all that. So when I'm just doing my regular routine, this is all I do. I put this, well, I use my my primer, my acne cream, my primer. I use this as my foundation. I put a layer of bronzer over it. I use my blush. And then I do my eyes. And I do use like my eye primer and my my base primer. Or if I'm using like liquid, I don't even do all that. I just use the same primer that I use for my makeup. Put my eyeliner, my eyelashes on, I'm good to go. So I can literally get ready in an hour. But I'm just being glamorous. At least I think I am. So this is fun for me to do. I honestly love doing this. I can literally do this, wash my face, and do another thing. This is really so much fun for me. So I hope that this is fun, that I'm giving you good tips and that you're enjoying watching this as well, because I'm really having a good time. I'm so glad I found those videos because I would have never gone after makeup tutorials just for the sake of doing makeup. So So the combination was really a good thing for me. And now I have another hobby that I actually enjoy doing. Now we are in a pandemic, and you may say, Allison, what's the point of wearing makeup now? Because we have to wear masks. And what I would say is, have fun with it. Inspire other people to have fun with it. You don't have to make up your whole face. Just make up, you know, up to here and wear your mask and glam it up. You know, still look beautiful and fabulous. And then encourage others to do the same thing. You know, we as women, if we look back on history, we know whenever major change happens, it's typically because of a woman. We as women know how to affect change in a way that's going to create a win-win situation for everyone. And one of the ways we can do that right now, we need to stop this spread. This virus is mutating ridiculously. It is believed by many scientists that we're going to actually go through all of the Greeks. And, you know, we don't want that. This is nuts. So we at least have to inspire people. We at least can make a goal to inspire people to at least wear their mask. So you can commit. I've made the commitment. I've called it makeup and mask up, or makeup mask up. There's a double meaning there because our country needs a lot of healing, right? Because we have been so polarized. So makeup, in other words, kiss and makeup, or makeup and mask up. And I'll actually go get my mask when I finish this look. Let me just put this on here in my corners. And then I'm gonna add this little piece just to fill it out a little bit more. I just cut it just now. Yeah, that's even enough. And then I like these. All of the eyelash kits, the magnetic eyelash kits that I get come with this, and it's so nice because you don't have to poke your eye out. You can use this actually even if you're not using magnetic, because the point is to use it as a tool to connect. The heck? To the whatever glue you're using. So these are nice. It's much safer than tweezers. Tweezers can poke your eye out. It's the last thing we need when we're trying to look glamorous, is a poked out eye. Finish it out with my fingers. Next time I do this, I'm gonna have to remember to have some wet wipes with me because my hands got all kinds of concealer and a whole bunch of crazy. Make sure you keep your magnets on your lashes if you're using magnetic clean, so that they actually adhere. So you can just, you know, rub it off with your finger and then clean it with whatever type of cleaning agent. It doesn't matter. You probably don't want to use a cleaning agent that has oils in it. Because that might, although it might not be that big of a deal, I don't know. Okay, let me adhere this one first. Learn my lesson from the last one. All right. There we go. Oop, I don't like it when it's kind of droopy, but it's too late. Now let me put this little piece that I cut, just to make it a little fuller. Boop. Up. If I can put makeup on, anybody can. If you're watching this, it's possible you're already putting on makeup beautifully. You just want some more ideas, or you just want to learn about being a flight attendant. So basically, I think I let this dry a little too much, because it ain't, oh, okay, I did it. There we go. So let me, okay, it's fine. So if I did let it dry too much, I could just add another layer of liner. There we go. Okay. I love these magnetic liners. Honestly, they don't usually take me this long to do it. I don't know why they take me this long. I think because my mirror, like usually, you know, I think because I can't see as well because of the mirror that I'm using. This is literally, I'll show you what I'm using. So I'm just using this because I don't have a regular hand mirror. I have one coming in, and you might say, how in the heck are you a female and not have a stand mirror? Well, because I never use it. I just use a mirror in my bathroom and I'm good to go. Yeah, this is very safe. You don't have to worry about poking your eye out. So that's a good thing. Okay, I think my lashes are done. So now I can do my lipstick. So what do I want to do? Do I want to go with a glossy look or a matte look? I typically like a matte look. Let me look at my options here. I did get some. So I just ordered this from Amazon, and I did use it. Non-stick lip gloss. Okay. So let me see what we're looking at here. I don't like it when I can't see the colors. Oh, these don't even look like lip gloss. These look like matte lipsticks. That's what these look like. So this is what they are. So it came with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then like a little glossing agent. Let me try these because get my little liner out. I only have one liner. It's red. It's like a one size fits all. And that's because my favorite lip is a red lip. Ain't no lip like a red lip, in my opinion. I just love me a red lip. And I love it so much that I look at some of my lipsticks. I'm like, they're the same exact color, just a different brand. I'm a mess. I am a mess. But let me just sharpen this real quick. Now this is my eyeliner, or my lip liner, I'm sorry. It's actually MAC, I believe. Yep, it's MAC. So I love MAC lipsticks. But there's, you know what? Let me tell you about a lipstick. So one of my friends in my flight attendant class, who graduated with me, has invested in a company where they make vegan lipsticks, and it's called Vinyl. When I say I love this lipstick, I absolutely love this lipstick. It has a nice smell, like a vanilla smell, and it's completely vegan. It's long lasting. It's called Vinyl. The color that I have, I think, is called Mile High Club. Yep, Mile High Club. Makes sense. She's a flight attendant. My lips are not dry like they were yesterday. Okay. Oof. I think I put this one too far over to the side. That's all right. It'll work out. The nice thing about makeup is everything works together to pull together the look. So when I put my hair on, that's gonna help it pull together. So yeah, my lashes are over to the side a little too much, but I'm not gonna worry about that. Now, if it still looks crazy when I put the hair on, I might just redo it. I haven't decided what hair I'm gonna wear yet. I got so many, I am leaning towards one of them. Okay. So I got my liner on. Let me put this base on. I love putting on this base. This is so cheap. I get these from the beauty supply store. I haven't bought them in so long, but I think they're like, it's Nicka K, Nicka, and then the letter K. I've only been able to find them at the beauty supply store. Not Sally's. You know, one of them ones. No name. Like, it might be called like JB Fashion or, you know, one of those. You can get some beautiful eyeshadow palettes from those stores. So, okay, so I got my base on. Let it dry. So what color do I want to go with? Let me see, do I want to go with a more neutral? This one's really red. I like a more brown. I don't want to take away from my eyes, so maybe I'll use this brown here. Oh yeah. Ooh. This smells nice. It smells like cocoa. It's called Quibest. Quibest. That's the brand. Quibest. It came in this box on Amazon. If I bought it, it was not expensive. This is really pretty. It's gliding on very nicely too. I love the smell. And I'm just gonna keep it matte. I'm not gonna put on the gloss. Oh, I forgot to put on the setting spray. Where's the setting spray at? Okay, well, I think I am done. So I'm gonna go put on my hair, put on a dress, and come right back. All right, and I am back. So here's the finished look. I love how the eye shop turned out. Let me see here. It turned out really pretty. I guess the bangs kind of cover it up, but so there you have it. I can't wait till my face, the swelling goes down, because I feel like I look a little bit like Miss Piggy. Y'all, all my gums on the front of my mouth got chopped up. I don't want to gross you out, but that's what happened. So I have stitches, and I'm on pain pills, and I can't eat with the front of my mouth, and my face is so puffy. But that's okay. I'm still having fun. So I hope you like this look. If you like this look, give me a thumbs up. Tell me what I can do better. I know that this color might be a little bit dramatic, but it's fun. And I'm gonna now show you the look with the mask. And here it is. I got this off of Amazon. It is a sequence mask. This one is sort of like a gray, black. It's like black sequence over like over gray. I have one that's black on black, but I like this one for today. And you guys, have fun with these masks for your safety, and also to inspire other people to continue wearing them until this problem goes away. Because as long as we're all doing our own thing and not on the same page, nothing's going to change. This virus is just going to keep mutating, and we need enough people to at least wear masks. Get vaccinated. I'm fully vaccinated. I haven't grown a third eyeball yet. So my husband's fully vaccinated. I encourage you to get fully vaccinated, but also wear a mask and be safe out there, my friends. Till next time. Bye.